So welcome to your strength and conditioning today. It is a 21, 15, 9 rep scheme. And then we're gonna finish off with some interval core work at the end. So what does 21, 15, and 9 mean? We've got four moves that we're gonna run through for 21 reps, and then 15 reps, and then 9 reps. Taking breaks whenever you need it, making weight changes as we go along. So before we get into our 21, 15, and 9, we gotta warm up. Let's do our 10 jumping jacks. Whether you wanna do 10 high or 10 low jumping jacks. Once you have done all 10, we're gonna alternate 10 front lunges. Keep the lunge nice and small. Don't worry about going super deep down to the floor. We're just getting hips, knees, ankles warmed up, ready to rock and roll. Still keeping a nice tall posture, so my abs are engaged, my eyes are up. I'm dropping that back knee down towards the floor. 5 lunges on the left, 5 lunges on the right. From there, we're gonna move into leg swings front to back. So if you need to hold on to something for balance, find a wall, back of a chair, back of a couch, whatever's close. We're just gonna get that hip joint a little bit more warmed up, ready to rock and roll. Doing 10 leg swings on each leg. Just swing the arms with the legs. Get those eyes onto a focal point to help with your balance. And once you have done your 10 swings on each side, we're gonna come down onto the floor in a high plank or push-up position. So we're on our hands and toes. If getting right down onto the floor is not an option, you can elevate your hands onto a staircase, a nice solid coffee table, or a workout bench. We're gonna take one foot. We're gonna step it wide to the same hand. Take that hand and open up towards your ceiling. That foot goes back. Same thing on the other side. I want your eyes to follow the hand to the ceiling so that you could open up through the shoulder, chest, and the hip. Doing 10 rotations total. So 5 on the left and 5 on the right. And once you have done all 10, stay down in this high plank position, finishing off with either 10 plank toe taps or 10 plank jacks. So you have an option to either jump or step the feet out to the side. Either way, we're doing 10 reps total, and then we're gonna stand up and we're gonna get into our 21, 15, 9 workout. All right, so you can stay on my pace. You can go a bit slower. You can go a little bit faster, but we're gonna need 2 dumbbells. Move number 1, hands are at the shoulders. We're gonna squat and press 21 times. From there, still need 2 dumbbells. We're gonna do something that's called a power clean. So we have a weight in each hand. We're gonna do a part squat. And then from this position, we're gonna use the momentum to get the weight to the shoulder. So nothing overhead. We got 21 of those. Then we're gonna do 21 deadlifts, straight legged. Then we're gonna do 21, either a dumbbell or a kettlebell, 2-handed swing. All right, so grab what weight you would like to use to get started. And again, you can make weight adjustments as you go along. You may find, I don't know, 10 pounds is perfect. And then as you get closer to like 15, 16, 17 reps, you gotta drop it down. I do not need a timer. We gotta count this out together. All right, so hands are up. We got 21, here we go. Let's sit, stand, and press. Good. Sit, stand, press. So we're gonna sit those hips back. We're gonna push the floor away with those heels, keeping our eyes up, chest up, nice tall posture. Abs are always engaged. You got it. Getting those biceps to ears as you press those dumbbells up and overhead. And again, go at your own pace. You can stay on my pace. If you find I'm going a little bit too fast, slow it down. If you think I'm going too slow, feel free to pick it up, as long as you can keep good posture. Good. So there's 10 reps for me. Spin around here. Good. Breathe through it, and like I said, if you need to change your weight as you go through the 21, you can do that. You don't have to stay with the same weight. There's a lot of volume coming up with this particular workout. Good, 6 more. 6. Woo, heart rate should be going up. 5. 4, and then we have those double cleans coming up. 3, so whether you want to keep the same weight, go a little heavier, go a little lighter. 1 more here. Woo, perfect. All right, weights just down by your side. So remember, it's just a half squat, clean up to the shoulder. Here we go. Half, pop it up. Good, eyes up, chest up. Abs nice and tight. Just coming down part way into that squat. Using the momentum, using those strong legs to get the weight just to the shoulder. Good. All right, there's 10 for me. You got it, you got it. Make a weight change if you need to. 10, 9, 8, 7, keep those weights close to the body. 6, 5, 4, 3, you got us, come on. 2, 1 more. Nice work. Heavier, lighter, you choose. I'm gonna make a little weight change here. We're gonna do some deadlifts next. So hands in front, pull those shoulders back, soften the knees. Here we go. Let's push that butt back. Nice stretch in the hamstring. Squeeze your butt as you stand back up. I want you to shave the legs with those weights. Keep it nice and close. Belly button pulled up into the spine. Nice neutral spine as we come down. I do not care how low you go into the deadlift, as long as you're keeping that neutral spine, abs nice and tight, and eyes are up. Good. Perfect. Make a weight change as you go along. Do not worry about your speed. I want good form first before you increase your pace. You got it. You may find as you get more warmed up, you can pick it up a little bit. That's 10 for me. And once we are done 21 of these deadlifts, we have our two-handed swings. Whether you want to use a dumbbell or a kettlebell, totally up to you. Woo. There's 2, 3. Good. Squeeze those glutes on the way up. You got it. 4. Keep those shoulders pulled back. I got 5 left. In 5, 4. You got this. 3. Nice. 2. One more. Awesome work. All right, I'm gonna do a slight weight change for my swings. You can too if you like. Totally up to you. But we got 21 reps total, dumbbell or kettlebell. Step it back. Soften the knees, hips back, shoulders back. Eyes up, you ready? Here we go, hike pass. Up. Good. So a swing, basically a high-speed deadlift. So I want you to push those hips back. Keep your eyes up and abs nice and tight. Make sure your arms are just along for the ride. You do not physically lift the weight as you swing the dumbbell or kettlebell. All right, I've got 10 left. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and park it. Perfect. Grab some water if you need it. We get to go back to the top. We now have 15 reps of each, starting with our squat and press. So when you're ready, hands are up, palms are out. Let's grab a seat. Sit, stand, and press. Good. Sit back onto those heels. Keep the weight through the heels of your shoes. Push the floor away with those heels as you stand up. Squeezing those glutes at the top. Keeping those abs nice and tight and eyes straight ahead. Good. I've got 10 left. Here we go. 10. Getting those biceps to ears. Nice big full range of motion. 9. 8. Good work. 7. Good. Make any weight changes if you need to finish off. We got 5 more. Here we go. That is not 5. This is 5. Last 5. And press. 4. Press. Perfect. 3. We have those double cleans coming up. Last 2. And one more. One more. Come on. Sit, stand, and press. Make a weight change if you want for those double cleans. Woo. So, half squat, and use that momentum to stand up. Here we go. Up. Set those hips back. Use those strong legs to get the weight just to the shoulder. Keep those dumbbells close to the body. 10, 9, 8, good, eyes are up. 7, abs are tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, 2, last one, come on, perfect. I'm gonna shake my arms out for a second. We got deadlifts next. All right, 2 dumbbells. Maybe you wanna use a heavy kettlebell, whatever you have at home. Shoulders are pulled back, knees are soft. Just shave the legs, push those hips back. Get that nice stretch in the hamstring. Abs are nice and tight. Pull that belly button into the spine. I want you to squeeze your butt as you stand up. Nice work. Don't worry about your pace. We're gonna do 10 more, or I'm gonna do 10 more. And then we have our 2-handed swings. 10, 9, 8, good. 7, feel that nice stretch. 6, 5, 4, you got this. 3, 2, I need one more. You're gonna find one dumbbell or one kettlebell, whatever you prefer to use or whatever you have. 2-handed swings. Make sure the weight is out in front. Take a step back. Knees are soft. Push the hips back. Roll the shoulders. Pull that belly button in. Let's do it. High pass. Up. Good. I really want you to squeeze your quads and your glutes as you stand up. You're gonna use that power to move the arms and the dumbbell or the kettlebell. Do not lift the weight with the arms. Come on. All right, I got 5 left, and we got one more round. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Park it. Woo. All right, one more round. We're going for 9s. Make any weight changes. Grab a quick drink for me. You may find that you end up with a little bit of a collection of weights like I have. All right, hands up, eyes up. Let's do it. We got 9, and press. 8, and press. Good. 7, and press. See if you can sit a little deeper. 6, come on, last time here. 5 more. 5, and press. Perfect, come on. 4, you got it. 3 more. 3, press. 2, press. 1 more. We're gonna do those double cleans. So I need 2 dumbbells. Whew. Or if you've got 2 kettlebells the same size, you can use 2 kettlebells as well. Are you ready? Here we go. Grab a seat, pop it up. Good. Push those hips back. Eyes up. Don't look down at your floor. Keeping those abs nice and tight. Nice. 4 left. Come on. In 4, 3, 2. We got those deadlifts coming up next. Hands in front. Let's roll those shoulders back. Soften the knees. Let's go. Hips go back. Shave the legs. Keep that belly button pulled in. Eyes are down and in front. Good. We don't look directly down at our feet. We want to keep that nice neutral spine as we bring the weights down towards our shoes. Good. 5 left. And we got one more move. We have that 2-handed swing to finish off. In 4. Stand tall. 3. You got it. 2 more. 2, and last one. 1. Perfect. All right. Grab your dumbbell or kettlebell, whatever you're using. Make sure the weight is out in front. Take a step back, soften the knees, hips back, abs tight, shoulders back. Here we go. We got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Park it. Nice work. All right. Set some of your weights out of the way. The only weight you're going to need for the abdominals is for a Russian twist. And that is if you even want to use one. You can go body weight if you like. Totally up to you. I'm gonna get some of this stuff out of the way. We're gonna do 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Woo! And we are going to run through this, oh my goodness, at least 3 times. So we got 6 moves, 3 times through. Starting with the Russian twist, and then going into our V-sit tuck. And then I'm just gonna talk you guys through the rest. All right, timer is set. Lean it back, tuck those abs in. Here we go. We're gonna move that weight from hip to hip. Now, if you wanna make it more of a challenge, get your feet up and off the floor. Eyes are straight ahead for me. And remember, you can always do this body weight. Make a fist and do the exact same thing. Always, always an option. I need 10 more seconds. Now, if your feet are up and off the floor, you're starting to feel your lower back, I want you to put those feet down and sit up a little bit taller in your posture. All right, V-sit tucks. Let's straighten out those legs, lie right down, hands above the head. Now, you can alternate legs or come in with 2. Now, low impact. Just lift the shoulders. Driving that back down into the floor to lift the shoulders and pull that knee in. Want to make it a bit harder? Still do single legs, but sit all the way up. Want to make it a little harder? Come in with 2 knees and then extend out. Good. So we're gonna push our back down into the mat. We're gonna feel those abs, lift the shoulders, and pull the knees in. Now, when the timer goes, we gotta stand up. We're gonna stand at the back of our mat and do some plank walkouts. Now, if you tend to be tighter in those hamstrings and calves, make your feet a little bit wider. Hands are gonna come down onto the floor. We're gonna walk our hands out into a nice plank position. Now, watch that your hips don't do this. Make sure you're not keeping your hips up in the air. Nice flat back. Come on back, just touch those toes. Walk it right back out again. Good. Take your time with this one. Keep that belly button pulled in. Keep those eyes down on the floor. I need about 5 more seconds. We've got some plank body saws coming up next. So everybody is on their forearms, everybody's on their forearms. You have to be on your toes. I'm gonna show you a modification if you need it. So forearms, toes, we're gonna rock it out back and forth. Now, if you're like, nope, this is not too advanced, then what I want you to do is simply hold the plank, either from the toes or from the knees. That is your substitution. All right. Now, once we are done, 30 seconds of our plank body saws, we're gonna stay down in our plank position, but we're gonna pop it up onto our hands. We're gonna do some up-down planks, either from the knees or toes. Good. So everybody's gonna pop it up onto their hands, and like I said, you can do this from the knees, you can do this from the toes. You choose. We're gonna drop down onto those forearms, and then pop it right back up. Get your feet a little bit wider here, bigger base of support. Take your time going up and down. We want to minimize the rocking through the body, keeping that belly button tucked in. Keep those glutes nice and tight. You got this. 10 more seconds. We get to flip back over onto our back. We're gonna get set up to do some bicycles. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and flip. All right, let's get those feet up. Let's get those hands behind the head. Push your back down into the mat. Elbow to opposite knee. Now, the bigger you make these legs, the more you extend them down and out to the floor, the harder. To make it a little bit easier, keep those legs smaller. You got it. You choose. Do a bit of both. Just don't stop. Keep going, because in 10 seconds, we're back to the top, starting with that Russian twist. So we're gonna grab that dumbbell. Remember, you can always go body weight if you need to. Good, roll it on up. Find your weight if you were using one. Lean it back for me, tuck that belly button in. And here we go, let's go side to side. Remember, you can bring those feet up and off the floor if you want. Added challenge with your feet off the floor. And you can always go body weight. Start with the weight, drop it if you need to. You got it. Once we are done these bicycles, we have those V-sit tucks. Alternating single legs, coming in with 2 legs, sitting all the way up, or just lifting those shoulders off the floor. 3, 2, nice. All right, lie it right down for me. I want you to start with the hardest version for you. Start with that. Even just do like 1 or 2 reps. And then make it easier as you go. Good. Keep that belly button pulled into the spine. Feel those abdominals tighten up. Make sure it is your abs that are moving the body. You're not swinging yourself up with those arms. Once we are done our V-sit tucks, we're gonna stand up, find the back of our mat, and go back to our plank walkouts. Good. All right. Remember, wider feet, a little bit easier on those hamstrings and calves. Let's bring our hands down towards the floor. Walk it out into our nice plank position. Make sure those hips are coming parallel with the floor. Don't leave them up in the air. Don't let them drop down towards the floor. So we gotta keep that belly button pulled up into the spine. Eyes stay on the floor. I need 10 more seconds here. We're gonna go back into our plank body saws. Or if you want to make that a little easier, simply hold the plank. Good. All right, so remember, you can hold the plank, knees or toes, or you can be on the toes and you can rock it out. Are you ready? Let's pop it up. Good, keeping that back nice and flat with the floor, belly button pulled in. Good, rock it out if you want that challenge. If not, you're simply gonna hold toes or knees. Remember, you can do a mix of all 3. Maybe you'll do 2 or 3 body saws, and then you'll hold the plank from the toes, and then you'll drop to the knees to finish off these last 5 seconds. We have our plank up downs coming up. Shake it out. So everybody's gonna start on their hands. You can do this either from the knees or from the toes. We got 2 seconds. So let's pop it up. Get those feet a little bit wider if you are on your toes, bigger base of support. Still keep those abs tucked in. So you're gonna feel your glutes nice and tight. You're gonna feel those abs nice and tight. Good, and like I said, just take your time, there's no rush. 10 more seconds, we get to flip it over. We're gonna go into our bicycles next. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and flip. Awesome work. All right, so we got those bicycles. So feet up, hands behind the head. Let's push our back down into the floor and bring elbow to opposite knee. Make those legs as big or as small as you need to so that you keep your back into the floor. Start with big legs if you can. Make them smaller as you go. Once we are done these bicycles, we are back to the top, starting with that Russian twist again. Good, we got less than 10 seconds. Good, good, good. Woo. Rock it up. Find that weight if you are using one. Lean it back for me. We're gonna tighten up those abs. Keeping your feet either on or off the floor, you choose. If at any time you feel your lower back, make sure your feet are on the floor or sit up a little bit taller in your posture. Take some of that pressure off the abdominals to support the back in this V-sit position. I got 10 more seconds, my friends. We have those V-sit tucks coming up next. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs straight out, arms above the head. We can alternate singles. Come in with 2 legs. Lift just the shoulders or sit all the way up. Good. Push our back down into the floor. We want those abdominals to initiate the movement. We're not swinging ourselves up with the arms. Good. Now, if you can try 1 or 2 sitting all the way up, awesome. And then drop it down to just lifting the shoulders to finish off the 30 seconds. We got less than 10. We're gonna go back to our plank walkouts. We're almost there. Come on up. So remember, wider feet, a little easier on those hamstrings. Let's bring those hands down towards the floor. So we're gonna walk it out into that nice plank. Good. Getting those hips square to the floor. Keep your eyes on the floor, keep that belly button pulled in. Do not worry about your speed. Control the movement. Good, don't leave your hips in the air, don't let them drop to the floor. 10 more seconds. From here, we have our plank body saws coming up. Remember to make that a little bit easier, simply hold the plank. Everybody's gonna be on their forearms. Remember, if you're gonna just simply hold the plank, you can do that either from the knees or toes. So let's pop it up and let's rock it out. Pushing through the ankle joint. Keeping those abs and glutes nice and tight. Good. Do as many as you can with those saws and then drop it down to simply holding the plank either from the knees or toes. I need 10 more seconds. We're gonna stay in our plank. We have those up down planks coming up next in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, shake it out. We have our up down planks. We got our bicycles. We get to stretch. Home run. All right, knees or toes. Let's pop it up. Drop it down. Come on up. So if you're on your toes, I would just have you put your feet a little bit wider, bigger base. Helps to minimize that rock. Still keeping those abs and glutes nice and tight. Doesn't matter if you're on your knees or from your toes. I need 10 more seconds here. We get to flip it over and finish off with those bicycles. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and flip. Almost there. I need 30 more seconds. Let's push your back down into the floor. Hands behind the head. Knees at about 90 degrees. And let's bring elbow to opposite knee. Make these legs as big as you can. Let's make it count on these last 30. Good. And once we're done, we're just gonna stay on our back and we're gonna go right into our T stretch. Good, all right. I need about 10 more seconds. Come on, let's push. Keep that back push down into the floor. 5 more seconds, almost there. Woo. There it is. All right, get the weight out of the way. Bend your knees to 90. Arms come out like the letter T. And I want you to drop both knees left or right. Good. Now you can leave it here. If you want to go deeper into that hip and lower back stretch, I want you to extend the top leg. Doing your best to keep that opposite arm down on the floor, which is going to stretch out through the chest and shoulder. 1 or 2 nice big deep breaths, exhaling any tension that you're feeling, and then simply switch sides whenever you are ready. You can hold the knees stacked, or you can extend through that top leg, going a little bit deeper into that hip and lower back. Keeping that opposite arm down on the floor as best as you can. Exhaling any tension that you have in that hip, chest, shoulder, lower back, and then bringing those knees back to the center. One leg up towards the ceiling, grabbing above or below the knee or the toe, getting that leg nice and straight first. If you want to go deeper, then extend the opposite leg for a deeper hamstring stretch. You've got it. Once any tension in that hamstring has just faded away, simply switch sides whenever you are ready. Getting that leg straight first, and then if you want a deeper stretch, extend the other leg. Noticing if one side does feel tighter than the other, you may want to go back and do anything that feels tighter a second time through. From our hamstrings, we're going to go into our figure 4, Cross an ankle over a knee, either push that knee away with the hand or grab onto the uncrossed leg and pull in for a deeper hip stretch. 1 or 2 nice big deep breaths here. And then simply switching sides whenever you are ready. Pushing that knee away or pulling the uncrossed leg in. Once you have done both sides, we're gonna rock and roll. We'll sit all the way up, bringing the soles of the feet together and going into an inner leg stretch. Now you can just let gravity do its thing here, or you can use your elbows to push those knees down further for a deeper stretch. And then from here, we're gonna flip ourselves over into a tabletop position. So hands, knees, flex the feet, and then come up into a down dog position, pushing those heels down into the floor. Feel free to pedal out the heels to go a little bit deeper, or if that makes you feel your calves a little bit better. Getting your head between the shoulders as best as you can. And then from here, we're gonna walk those feet towards the hands. We're gonna hang like a rag doll. Let that back round out. I want you to open up through those shoulder blades, arching through that upper back. And then slowly start to stand it up vertebrae by vertebrae. Bringing those shoulders down and back at the top. We're gonna interlace those hands and open up through the chest. I want the shoulders down, shoulders back. Shoulders down and back, chest out. That's what I'm trying to say. Nice. And then bringing one arm across the body, getting a nice stretch around the back of the shoulder. Switching sides whenever you are ready. And then giving yourself a nice big old pat on the back. Pushing that elbow back, opening up a little bit through the chest as you do that. Switching sides whenever you are ready. We got one stretch left, which is our quads. So if you need to hold on to something for balance, go for it. We're gonna grab onto an ankle, glue the knees together, and then push that hip forward. Holding the stretch until any tension that you feel in that quad just fades away. And then we're gonna simply just switch sides. And once you have done both legs, you are done. Way to go on this 21, 15, 9 rep workout. A nice core interval finisher. Have an amazing rest of the day, and I cannot wait to see you in the next workout.